precise, controlled, breathtaking, brings the audience to its feet. Applause erupts, deafening and unanimous. I try to command the room, to reclaim control, but my voice falters. I am powerless. My son Jonathan stands beside me, camera in hand, and for the first time, I see pride in his eyes for someone other than myself. Then Marcus speaks, loud enough for the entire hall to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce Kesha Williams, former principal soloist with the American National Ballet. The words echo like a verdict. Silence follows, and I feel my face pale. Recognition, admiration, awe, all directed at the woman I had mocked, the cleaning lady I assumed beneath notice. Victoria steps back, speechless. Her lessons, her trophies, her status, meaningless against this display of raw, undeniable talent and dignity. The weight of the crowd's gaze is unbearable. Every whispered name, every nod of respect toward Kesha cements my failure. Jonathan moves closer to Kesha, speaking softly but clearly. Miss Williams, I apologize for my father's behavior. It was inexcusable. My face twists with fury. Jonathan, shut up! I bark, trying to salvage control, but even my own son defies me. Kesha turns her gaze to me, calm, piercing. Mr. Thompson, she says, voice steady. 15 years ago, people like you decided I had no value after my accident. Tonight, you tried to humiliate me based on my skin and my work. True nobility doesn't come from inheritance or money. It comes from how we treat others when no one is watching. The crowd murmurs, captivated by her words. My rage is useless now. She isn't just dancing. She is exposing every flaw, every prejudice, every ounce of arrogance I have carried. My empire, my reputation, my control, slipping away in real time. The reality hits me with a crushing weight. I am defeated. Publicly. Completely. And there is nothing I can do to stop it. The cleaning lady, the woman I assumed powerless, has shattered my illusions and claimed victory, dignity, and respect. This is the cost of underestimating someone. I realize bitterly, and I paid for it in full. The ballroom is still buzzing, though my world has fallen silent. I watch as Kesha's dignity shines brighter than any crystal chandelier above us. The murmurs have turned into conversations. Whispers of admiration, astonishment, and disbelief. Everyone knows now. I misjudged her. My arrogance has been laid bare in front of Manhattan's elite. Every insult, every cruel jest, every wager I made, all of it has backfired. Victoria clutches her shawl, face drained of colour. Even she seems to understand that our status, our trophies, and our lessons cannot compete with her talent and poise. My daughter-in-law-to-be? Not a chance. My son Jonathan, standing beside Kesha, looks at her with respect. A kind of reverence I have never seen in him before, and he no longer looks at me with deference. He sees clearly now what I have always refused to acknowledge. Marcus still holds his phone, replaying the recording of my own words for the guests. Every cruel statement, every laugh at her expense, every humiliating wager, all immortalized. I feel the weight of my actions pressing down like a leaden cloak. My empire, my reputation, already tarnished beyond repair. Outside the ballroom, the ripple effect begins. By morning, my name is trending worldwide. Millionaire humiliates legendary ballerina. Social media erupts with outrage and condemnation. Investors, partners, sponsors, they pull back, unwilling to be associated with my arrogance. I wake up to emails demanding my resignation. News headlines that leave no room for ambiguity. My company, worth billions, is suddenly teetering on collapse. Jonathan finds me in the office, shaking with frustration, but calm in resolve. "Dad," he says, voice steady, "the board has voted. You have 1 hour to resign or be removed." I feel the walls close in. Betrayal, perhaps, or maybe clarity. My own son now enforces the consequences of my arrogance. Meanwhile, Kesha's world is exploding in the opposite direction. Offers flood in from international ballet companies, Hollywood producers, and cultural institutions. Her story resonates. Talent, perseverance, and dignity, overcoming prejudice and humiliation. The contrast between our fates has never been starker. I wander the empty halls of Thompson Holdings, hearing echoes of laughter, applause, and whispers of admiration that are no longer directed at me. Victoria refuses to meet my eyes. She retreats to Europe, taking with her the last vestige of our social standing. My empire crumbles, and I am left to face the consequences of my arrogance. Kesha, however, turns this moment into a triumph. She opens the Kesha Mororo Center for the Arts, teaching children, inspiring new generations, and reclaiming her narrative. She builds not from revenge, but from excellence and integrity. I can only watch as she transforms the world around her, turning cruelty into opportunity, humiliation into triumph. And I am left a shadow of the man I once believed I was. My wealth, my status, my power, meaningless in the face of character, resilience, and true talent. I thought I controlled everything. I thought I was untouchable. But tonight, Kesha has proven that real power lies in dignity, skill, and the courage to stand tall against prejudice. I have learned, painfully, what so many others will remember. Never underestimate someone based on their appearance, their role, or their past. Because when that person rises, the fall can be swift and devastating. And I, William Thompson III, have felt it in its most brutal form.